What will the Dark Knight find as he goes undercover in the Unsanity Collective? Well, let's hop into the pages of Batman number 108 and find out together, shall we? So then, as the comic opens up, Mayor Nakano is having a big old song and dance celebration honoring Officer Mahoney, the only surviving staff member of the A-Day attacks on Arkham Asylum. Nakano says that Mahoney is just the sort of person they should be honoring, a real hero who doesn't hide behind a mask. Little do either men know that Mahoney is already in the crosshairs of Simon Saint. The Gotham City News polls residents and wonders how safe they feel right now, what with fear-related crimes on the uprise and everyone worrying about another attack like A-Day. We hear from Dr. Meridian, as in Dr. Chase Meridian, the Nicole Kidman character from Batman Forever. Yeah, I didn't expect that either. And unfortunately, the general consensus is not good. Now, where is Batman right now? Well, he reassumed the mantle of Matches Malone to try and get into the Unsanity Collective, a group that Batman feels is at the center of everything going on with Scarecrow. Here's the thing though, maybe Batman's slowing down in his old age, maybe he can't afford the good prosthetics anymore, or maybe Master Wise's mind machine allowed him to see that whoever this Matches Malone guy is, he's actually been trained to repel psychic attacks, which is not normal. Breaker, the resident, leg breaker of the Unsanity Collective, wants to kill Matches, believing him to be an undercover cop, but it's actually Miracle Molly, yet another high-ranking member of the Unsanity Collective, who advocates on his behalf, saying that what the group has to offer is so enticing now that she believes whoever this person is can actually be turned. And yes, let's talk about Miracle Molly for a second, that brand new comic character that DC hopes you're gonna love, that speculators hope are gonna make them a ton of money. The other comic press people I know are rolling their eyes at yet another new character so soon in the Tynion run, yet a lot of non-comic press people I know actually excited by the character just in the design alone. Molly decides to take Bruce on a tour of everything that they're doing and says that he can drop the voice and the fake mustache because he's already been found out. As it turns out, the Unsanity Collective is actually operating in several sites all over Gotham City, and a bunch of the abandoned skyscrapers that were supposed to be rebuilt as part of Bruce's big Gotham revitalization plan pre the Joker War. So once again, you can chop these up to more costume foes that are empowered by Batman inadvertently. Speaking of costuming, what's up with the whole cyberpunk meets street fashion? It's one of those things that while I feel it is going to be certainly very current and hip now, it's going to feel a million years old in just a few years. Now, as Bruce quickly discovers, Miracle Molly just isn't a member of the Unsanity Collective. She's their chief mechanic, building all their gear and weapons that they've been using to steal from the rich and powerful of Gotham. Batman calls Molly and the other criminals, only for her to fire back by saying, "Oh, we only steal from the rich. Now, we don't exactly see them as people. I mean, come on, they have all the power and influence in the world to change things for the better, but instead they don't. In many cases, they only try and enrich their own lives at the detriment of others. That's not people, that's vultures." Hey now, don't be so rough on vultures by comparing them to the 1%. Vultures do a very important service to the environment by clearing away roadkill. When's the last time you saw Musk or Bezos out there cleaning up roadkill? Exactly. But what exactly does the Unsanity Collective believe? What's their deal? That's the whole reason Bruce has gone undercover with them, and while he thought he was going to have to steal this information, Molly gives it up completely freely to him in hopes that he'll better understand where they're coming from. You see, the Unsanity Collective believes in freeing one's mind, being post-sanity. They believe it's everyone else that's actually insane, working their hardest, breaking their backs, trying to get a nicer apartment, a nicer car, even though the system is so thoroughly rigged. And that these ideas of success are so thoroughly ingrained into people's minds, the only way to free them from this type of thinking is to use Master Wise's machine. One that can completely purge them of all fear, doubt, and trauma so that they can start life anew. In fact, she even wonders what would Batman be like if he didn't have any of the trauma that was holding him back. What a bigger hero could he be? Naturally, Batman is taken aback by this, as it seems the Unsanity Collective have actually gone out of their way to make it so they are villains who are not a superstitious and cowardly lot. They're something very different. But the question still remains, if they have all these high-minded ideals, why were they robbing media executives and helping the Scarecrow spread his fear all over Gotham City? Well, the answer is they were literally fed this job for money, which they were happy to do in order to grow their ranks, and attacking media executives would actually end up lining up with their ethos. Who was the person who hired them, though? Oh, just a little fella by the name of Simon Saint, who, as the comic comic comes to a close, we see Saint taking Mahoney for a tour of his brand new facility where he's making the Magistrate program happen. Furthermore, as we discover, Mahoney actually never became a cop in Gotham City because his father was actually fired from the force by Gordon for taking bribes, and while he may not have been able to become an official cop, Saint wants him to become the first in a long line of a brand new type of law enforcement agents, one that answers only to him. Yep, that's right, Saint wants Mahoney to become the first peacekeeper. And so that was Batman number 108, everybody, and overall, I did enjoy this issue. I know a lot of it was built around Miracle Molly, a character that's already become a lightning rod for controversy. But I will say, for what it's worth, her addition did feel nice and organic as she served to try and tell Bruce what the Unsanity Collective was all about, and despite her loud, colorful appearance, she's actually kind of subtle and subdued. Tynan's also playing with some interesting ideas here as it relates to Batman. Essentially, this group of people, these new antagonists for Batman, have found a way to purge themselves of all the negativity that holds them down. If Bruce was given a switch to pull magically that would make him feel less bad, would he do it, or does he understand that part of being human is being a tapestry of things, both the good and the bad? I also continue to be impressed by just how connected all of this new Batman story continues to be with Future State and Infinite Frontier. It's always nice when I'm rewarded for reading everything. Overall, I'd feel comfortable giving this one an 8 out of 10. I did enjoy it. Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, thanking you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out my Amazon link down in the description. Yes, that's right, the Cape Joel channel officially has its own Amazon storefront now. You can pick up a comic or anything else for that matter, and if you did, you'd really be helping me in the channel. So with that out of the way everyone, I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.